or I'm trying to present shows in this live streaming world, I don't know. Say hi on the chat if we're live. My name is Tom Bianchi, and tonight's special guest, 24-Hour Concerts, presents Julia Mark. Julia Mark is one of my favorite humans. So wonderfully talented. We met, I think, at the open mic that I used to run years ago, as I've met so many talented artists. And Julia is part singer-songwriter, part entertainer, part whimsical artist. She's everything. I love Julia Mark. I love the music. I love the. She's a wonderful piano player with jazz background and pop background and a singer-songwriter artist type background musically. And she's a wonderful lyricist. Her lyrics are so entertaining and engaging. She tells quick stories. Reminds me of my favorite Carole King songs, my favorite Suzanne Vega songs. She's quirky and cool. And when I book music at the club, I like to book people I like. And I really like Julia Mark. She's the best. She's awesome. I'm going to get out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our humble stage. Put your hands together for Julia Mark. What do you say?
Hello. Hi, everybody. People. Oh, my gosh.
There we go. You just got bombarded with people. Sorry about that.
No, it's great. Also, it's a little strange. My camera's here and the screen is here. So when I'm looking here, I'm actually looking at you. Thank you all for being here. Thanks, Tom, for hosting this. We just had a marathon of a sound check. I think we got it sorted. And I'm going to start off with a little tune called Doors, because we're here at this time of the year where the seasons are changing at a real turning point in many ways. And that's kind of what this tune is about. Summertime is made for secrets. That's why doors get swollen shut. As much as I say I love you, no, I love you twice as much. When the winter comes, there will be space under the kitchen door. Everywhere you walk will leave some coldness from the tile floor. Sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest bloom I see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I have never made a promise quite as big to anyone. Fall is made for slow advances. That's why leaves are shy to turn. Blushing red just at the center till they crumble up and burn. When the springtime comes, there will be dust upon the windowsill. Every cup of coffee that you drink will send away a chill. Sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest blue I see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I have never made a promise quite as big to anyone. When the year is over and the summer has gone round again, I will read you secrets from my journal that I wrote in pen. We will dream of leaving winter by a villa out in Spain. Always talk of running out, but in the end we will remain. sun can burn and shade can fade the colors of the brightest blue I see. I find it's dangerous to take too much of anything. Seasons leave us wanting, waiting for the next big change to come. I've never made a promise quite as big to anyone. A photo, a train set, a song that I once knew. I'll let go, but not yet. I'll always think of you. And there we go. That's doors. Thanks. Cool. It's fun to see people in their little squares. We're all in our own little squares, aren't we? Maybe you're in your square not on the screen. Thank you all for joining. Oh, hey, John. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Tom, you're very quiet to me.
Yeah, sorry. Here I am.
There
That's I turn my volume down in between. How you doing? How you holding up in this pandemic world?
Oh, it goes. My dad's dad used to always say, everything comes to a continuation.
Jeez,
Coming to a continuation every day here. It seems it's a little bit of a wonky day, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to do this concert in the comfort of my own home. I kind of like stumble upstairs and go to the piano, and here I am.
And we had a nice relaxing sound check.
Oh yeah, easy breezy.
Yeah, we just for anybody. We just spent the last 2 hours just desperately trying to. This is the longest sound check I've ever had. Like I'm live with miking up drums and everything. It doesn't take that long. All right, so everybody's watching on Facebook, YouTube, lots of places like that. We have a few people in the room. We have a lot of your family in the room, some friends. I just want to say to the folks in the room real quick, make sure you're in a quiet room, and maybe during the songs, mute your microphone. There's a little mute circle button underneath your screen. I think it's the one all the way to the left. So during the songs, mute your microphone, because I'm hearing some background noise. And if I make you come and go a little bit, it's because I'm just trying to figure out where the noise is coming from. I try not to disturb Julia as much as possible. I'm going to get out of the way. Julie, Mark, I am looking forward to the show, as I have been for a couple of weeks now. Thank you so much for doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie, Mark.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you all. I have this little set list I wrote on a sticky note. If anyone has specific songs they want to hear, you can put them in the chat, and hopefully I'll see them, or maybe Tom can give me a cue. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a little scattered today, to be honest. Maybe you're also feeling that way. If so, hopefully we'll feel more grounded by the end of this evening. I'm going to play a song that's going to be on an upcoming album. And this is a song about falling in love with the idea of somebody, which maybe has happened to you. It may have happened to me, which may be why I wrote a song about it. And here's how it goes. Buzzing like a wire, ungrounded, floating on my feet, heart pounding, woken from the dream, and I'm better off with it. I'm in love with the person I wish for you to be, the kind of person I want to be, the kind of person I want to be. With me. I am not above. Charade, I'm operating, let my feelings me. Talking in my sleep, confounded, looking for the meaning around it, woken from the dream, and my heart is inside out. If you're not in love, then won't you step out of my view? I am looking for someone to look out and reach for me. Used to keep my heart opaque, confounded. Now I wanna be awake, unbounded, woken from the dream, and I'm better off without. I'm deserving the love, the kind of person I wish for you to be, kind of person I want to be, kind of person I want to be. With me, with me, with me. Situations over here. It's nice to hear some. I hear my parents' dog in the background. That's Misty. She's enthusiastic. All right. So this is a song, "Secret Plans," that I almost didn't put on the last album, Gemini, because I felt like it was too simple. I just wasn't sure about it. I liked the sentiment behind it, which is why I wrote the song. Like, I like this idea that you should always have a secret plan, that you should always be kind of scheming for a future that is better in some way than where you currently are. But I just wasn't sure about it. And I think it ended up that some people really resonated with it. And I really appreciate that. And my dear friend Mally Smith did a beautiful cover of it on one of the EPs that she released this summer. And I was really honored to hear her version of it. She's pursuing her own secret plans in Scotland these days. So maybe you have a secret plan brewing. And don't share it in the comments if you do. See your worth, tell you go and live in the center of the earth. As for me, I don't believe in heaven or hell. I just think that we should treat each other well. Tonight the sun will go to sleep
promise to keep. Secret plans, secret plans. Riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, secret plans. Riding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. You are young now, look what is ahead. All your plans are hanging by a thread. Don't you worry if they seem unclear. Don't grow up and let all your secret plans disappear. Secret plans, secret plans. Riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, secret plans. Hiding the light of stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. It won't be easy. I know you've heard that before. Something about closing and opening figurative doors. Always stay humble but brave in the face of the fear that your secret plans will fall through and you'll end up back here. Secret plans, secret plans. Riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, secret plans. Hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans. Secret plans, secret plans. Riding by night in a slow caravan. Secret plans, secret plans. Hiding the light of the stars in the palms of your hands. Secret plans.
And there we go.
Yay!
That's a beauty. Simple and heartfelt, all at the same time.
Thanks, Dad. No, I always tease my parents for complimenting me because, of course, I'm their child. I mean, actually, I understand that a lot of parents would not be stoked to have their kid be a musician, but my parents are very supportive, so that's really wonderful.
Yeah, and besides, you're not my child. You're my adult.
That's true. That's true. We're all aging.
So if the rest of us compliment you, does it mean more?
I feel like it's less biased. If we
No,
don't
it's not
get-
biased. It's wonderful. The music is wonderful.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Julia Mark, your host here.
Hey.
Can you turn on your interface your vocal mic up a little bit? Your piano's a little bit louder than the vocal mic. Although the sound is very good, especially considering what our sound check was. The internet sound check is a freaking nightmare.
It's tricky to get right on this format.
I did just a hair.
Yep, perfect. That should be fine.
We'll see how that goes.
It doesn't sound bad. We're really just fine tuning at this point.
Yeah,
And
thanks,
then,
Tom. Thanks for making me feel bad. In the middle of my
Aw.
we had a really great. I haven't hung out with Tom in a while since we haven't had live music, but we got to hang out for a while this evening so far. It's very nice. All right, I think I'm gonna try a newer song. And, as I mentioned before, it's a little bit of a wonky day in Julia's brain, feeling a little scattered. So, we're going to see how it goes. This song was inspired by the beginning of the spring when there was a bird's nest, I think a robin's nest, right by my door that I would see every day. And here we go. Let's give it a go.
Do you want to go outside? You said the first time that you read my mind, if I had a tail, then I would chase it. I just have emails that I can't face yet. Today is too big to hold. I am a bird, my bones are hollow. Why don't we just fly away and drop it all tomorrow? We've been talking since your diagnosis. I've been contemplating my life purpose. We are closer now, despite the distance. Your star burning with a new insistence. Today is too big to hold. I am a bird, my bones are hollow. Why don't we just fly away and drop it all tomorrow? Can it get much worse? The world is breaking planets. One is probably retrograding. We are spinning on a careful axis. There is more to life than death and taxes. Today is too big to hold. I am a bird, my bones are hollow. Why don't we just fly away and drop it all tomorrow? I was caught up in the day today until I saw the bird's nest by the doorway.
Here we go.
That was really
I never heard that one. It's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's a newer one. Well, now it's like, it's like, what is time? I think I wrote it in the spring, but it feels new because I haven't recorded it, I haven't played it much. So, yeah.
And I love the contrast between those two sections. Just when you're getting tired of section 1, it goes to section 2. And then when it comes back to 1, you go, oh, there it is again. I love that part.
Yeah. That's the goal. All right. Yeah, if anyone has any requests, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna just keep working on the list.
You got a request for Stella online from John
Oh.
Doherty, who's one of the best music fans I know.
Oh, he's the best. I love John. I miss John.
Who's Stella? Who's Stella?
Stella is my dad's mom. And those of you who have heard the song before have probably also heard the little story that goes with it. But Stella lived to be 97, 98.
Wow.
How old? I don't even remember now. Very old. And as happens with a lot of people who get older, you know, her memory was going, and she just wasn't as grounded in this plane of reality, in this timeline as much, and that was really hard to watch. But there was this really beautiful moment where I was showing her artwork that she had painted, but she didn't know it was hers, and so she loved it and thought it was amazing. And she had never ever complimented her work. I doubt she would even consider herself to be an artist. Definitely not an uppercase A artist, maybe a lowercase a artist. And it was just this great moment where she was like, these are beautiful. Where did I get these from? And she had made them. So it was very sweet. Anyway, here is Stella.
Stars that are long gone, I still see the light from them. Words that I wanted to say to you still have some fight in them. Fever dream memories, I still invite them in. Stories we told to our parents, oh no, did we frighten them? Memories of a string wrapped round a spool, and the older you get, well, the tighter they pull till you can't see the start, you can't find the end, and so every day you just begin again. Ooh, ooh. Places and names on the tip of my tongue. Syllables fade with the face of the young. Thumbing through albums of photographs one by one. I can't recall what I saw soon as we are done. Memories of a string wrapped round a spool, and the older you get, well, the tighter they pull till you can't see the start, you can't find the end, and so every day you just begin again. Where is my father, my clearness of sight? And where is the man who I sleep with at night? And where is the cat who was scratching the door? And remember when they captured Doe in the war? Who made these paintings? Was it really me? I must admit that they're truly lovely. Truly lovely.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It just, thank you. So I got distracted. It just started pouring rain here. I don't know if it's raining where you are. It's very peaceful, actually.
Maybe.
But
That was beautiful, Jules.
thanks.
Beautiful.
I think I'm gonna do another kind of newer-ish song. I guess now I released it back in June, called Geography. And the reason I'm gonna play this one next is because this one's also kind of connected to my family, or inspired by my family. When the pandemic was just getting rolling along here, and we all had energy for all sorts of random projects, I had this idea of doing a sort of family history of my mom's side of the family, especially her dad's side. and just kind of learning more about him, because I met him when I was 2 or 3, but I don't remember him. And his family is from Japan. My mom's mom is from Sweden, and so this kind of interesting mix of cultures and experiences. And so I wrote this song about trying to find my place in that timeline and also what our place in the world could be. And it's called Geography.
I went to public school, didn't learn geography. I cannot name the river that feeds the open sea. Can't decode the road that wove together you and me. But I'm living with my brain and its complex circuitry, aching with appreciation for plasticity. Because every day I'm changing, if only by degrees, learning how to code, generating hope. This year I fell in love with the guy down the street. My father likes cement, my mother is a bit too relieved. You know, my mother's father's mother, she was a samurai, and my father's mother's father never learned how to cry. Me, I am just living the dream that they forgot. I'm waking for the workday, waking for the workday. Well, I keep having nightmares about assassinations. I think the news is changing me. Or is it my reflection waiting in the darkened screen? Well, I'm holding the compass, I don't know where to start. I've been searching through the mountains and the valleys of my heart, looking for a joy that will outweigh the cost. Don't know when to burn down any bridges I've crossed. And looking for stillness, except when I'm not. There are days I must run at the pace of my thoughts. And looking for a model and an antidepressant, looking for a snack and a life lesson, looking for a map with a legible key. I am making a list of places I want to be. I am learning and I'm studying geography. Geography.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working on my the few seconds right after the song ends. I think as a performer, personally, that feels like the most awkward time. So I'm trying to take a pause, look at the camera, not fidget. These are just the things. Anyway, we'll see. I'm sharing this with you. This is my artistic process. And Tom, our host here, has seen me since my early days. My first time ever playing in Boston.
I actually have. I'm kind of queued up for that. I found a picture. That's you at the open mic, Lizard Lounge.
My gosh. There we go.
Yep. Rock star.
Those were days. I think that ukulele might not even exist anymore. I don't know. I can't see which one is in there. One got stolen. So. Anyway, I guess, how's everyone doing? I guess I can sort of ask that because there are people here. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's our contentedness right now?
I think we're happy.
Great.
Yeah.
I like that. I guess it's hard to put a number on everything. I like that answer though. All right.
Julia, just so you know, you got a lot of nice comments. I know it might be hard for you to see them because the screen's far away, but Jocelyn's watching, and John D is watching. Phil Berman, Kevin Moore, Breeden Jones is watching. Katie's watching. Just you're getting really a lot of nice compliments here, and lots of heart emojis and things like that. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh, thanks so much. Thanks all for tuning in. All right, I'm going to play some more things from this upcoming album that's been in the works. Hopefully tomorrow will be my final socially distant studio session to finish background vocals on this song, Shadow. Joanna Schubert, as she did for Gemini, has composed these amazing harmonies for the songs that I'm now recording. So I'm really excited to be able to share those with you, hopefully in the next couple months. And this is a tune about our fears and our wishes, which are sometimes a little bit mixed up with one another. And it's called Shadow.
You move me tectonically, shift toward mountains ensue. You move me magnetically, feel a pull invisible. Well, I try to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. My wish for you. My wish for you. You move me illogically, reason through cacophony. You move me so hauntingly. Do I trust the things I see? Well, I try to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. My wish for you. My wish for you. Maybe I'm leaning in too close, casting shadows, instead of stepping back so I can see. I tried to elucidate whether you reciprocate. If you did, what would I do? Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow of my wish for you. Fear is the shadow, is the shadow. Fear is the shadow, is the shadow of my wish for you. Of my wish for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Boxes of of clapping people. It actually does make a big difference to just to have people clapping. I mean, the validation is always nice, right? We all need validation, but also just in the show, just in terms of like helping it to feel more like a live show. You know, I feel
It
like,
is a lot.
yeah, an in-person live show. You know? It's nice. I like to imagine like when I'm FaceTiming or yeah, I guess FaceTiming, Zooming with people, that everyone's actually just very little and in the room, like a little, like, oh, there's Tom Bianchi, just little sitting on my piano. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, or like in like Star Wars, where the little hologram pops up. Anyway, the future is now, is what I'm saying.
That's if COVID keeps going on, that kind of technology is going to pop up.
Yeah, there you go.
And FaceTime is already a verb, apparently.
Yeah, I FaceTime.
I'm going to FaceTime you.
Yeah, there you go.
Not now. No.
Mary says she wouldn't mind having a pocket-sized Tom from time to time.
You got it, Mary. You got it.
Great. So, in addition to some newer songs on the upcoming album, I've also kind of revamped some older tunes, including this song called Cinnamon. And actually, Zion Rodman, who some of you might know from the scene, he has a song about the Cinnamon Challenge that I heard the other day that was great. And I also have this song, also inspired by the Cinnamon Challenge. So I'm glad that to know if I'm on the same wavelength as Zion, I feel good about my songwriting. So this is an older tune that's going to be on the new album with some little changes. And the Cinnamon Challenge, for those of you who don't remember this like viral situation, was you had to eat a spoonful of cinnamon, which is actually impossible, and you just like it's very uncomfortable and bad. And there are other things that are uncomfortable and bad in life, and so it seemed like the right metaphor.
They said if you say the same word, it turns back into syllables. I've been dreaming your name for weeks on repeat. It still means the world to me. You were cinnamon in my throat. Every time I try to change the subject, I choke. I need a cinnamon to replace you, but all I can do is keep saying the same words and hope that they turn back into syllables. I've been dreaming your name for weeks on repeat. It still means the world to me. You were cinnamon in my throat. Every time I try to change the subject, I choke. I need a synonym to replace you, but all I can do is keep saying the same words. Keep saying the same words. You still mean the world to me. Yes, I was the one to leave you, but now I am the one to grieve you. This isn't the way it happened in my mind. You can leave an empty bed, but can't escape the words unsaid. Haunted always on my mind, 'cause you're not mine. You were cinnamon in my throat. Every time I try to change the subject, I choke. I need a synonym to replace you, but all I can do is find the faith to face the truth, and maybe I won't have to fake it through. Every disappointed gaze they gave pointed me back to you. You were cinnamon in my throat. Every time I try to change the subject, I choke. Need a synonym to replace you, but all I can do is keep saying the same words. keep saying the same words. Keep saying the same words. You still mean the world to me.
She's singing along there. I
Bark,
see.
bark, bark, bark.
Every so often, I can turn around and see some comments.
You got a request for "See You on the Moon" from Sisters-in-Law.
Aw, fun. Okay, cool. This is one of the tunes I was going to practice beforehand because I was like, I think I want to play that song. The sound check should only take like 20 minutes. Haha. Little did we know.
Whoops.
You know, Tom, since we did our sound check, I figured maybe we could do it a little bit more since we didn't get a lot of sound check time in. You know, why not just add a few more seconds here? If I change to a new sound, can you just let me know if the volume changes drastically?
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah.
Okay, so here's, and now we're going to do.
It might be a tiny bit louder, but I don't think it's a deal breaker.
All right, not a deal breaker. I'm going to
Everything's good. I don't even know if you need to like turn the volume up on the mic, but maybe just get a tiny bit closer to it when you're singing or something, or just turn it up a tad. Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
okay.
In
well,
general, I
here's what I'm
think
gonna do.
I'm sure
I'm
your
gonna
that's
get
what
a
your
little
dad
closer.
agrees with me. He's like, I want to hear my daughter's voice.
I want to hear my daughter's words. Again, you sounds coming through really, really great here. And,
I turned it up a hair.
The sound check in this world is really frustrating. It's really, we got it done though, right at game time.
Yeah, no, it was good. And it was, you know, it's kind of nice sometimes to have a down to the wire. Makes it sort of exciting. Anyway. Okay, this is See You on the Moon. And I wrote this song a long time ago now when I graduated college. Thanks, Nicole and Aaron. But it's sort of taken on this new meaning. Like I wrote it around college and like my friends leaving town and wondering when I'm going to see people again. And of course, now we're in this era where you don't really know when you're going to see people again because you got to keep away from the humans because we're all disease vectors. So, yeah, it has a new color to it. And hopefully it's still some levity. After college, all my friends moved far away. They used to live right down the road, now they're in LA. It's pretty weird here, living back at home, trying to find a job and move out on my own. But one day, the internet is gonna break. We'll all move to outer space. After the apocalypse, which should be pretty soon, we will all be neighbors and a station on the moon. I won't have to miss you and we all will be employed. Nothing here to worry us except the asteroids. And last week I sent a resume, it's been reviewed. They offered me a job, I said, great, I like you too. I'm just hoping that the end of the earth does not interfere with my first day of work. 'Cause one day the internet is gonna break. We'll all move to outer space. Well, have you seen the moon tonight? I would say it looks just right. Oh, it is quite lovely. Stars are woven strands of light that wrap the solar system tight. Why don't we go there tonight? I was wondering if you wonder about me. I'm sending out a message, guess I'll wait and see. Can you believe that this technology is true? Words I type are suddenly
only delivered straight to you. If words can go flying through the atmosphere, it's so far-fetched to think that I'll see you soon. Won't have to wait to see you on the moon.
And there to see you on the moon. Hopefully, I'm glad the internet didn't break yet. And that's the dog.
Thank
Oh, hi! I hear my mother's voice. Hello, family.
you, Julia. It's Kelly too. Thanks for the request.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks. All right, I think the time. How are we doing on time here, Tom? What's our game plan?
I have no gauge for like how this all works anymore. I always say like these shows should be about an hour, and then we get close to an hour, and I'm like, I don't know. What do you think? A couple more?
Yeah,
More than that?
I am literally here all night.
Yeah, if I was at the Burn Backroom series, I would say a 70 to 75 minute show is a great number for a show. So, I would say, play some more. Yeah, play some more for sure. I don't think anybody here is going to complain.
Okay.
Not.
And I won't be offended if you want to do other things while you're listening. The beauty of these shows. Sorry, yeah, we say that.
I'm sorry. I do want to say, like, in this weird old world, I know a lot of people like unemployed out there and all that fun stuff. This is absolutely a free show. If you're not unemployed and you're working and you're doing okay, please donate. The majority of this money goes to the artists, of course, and I'm basically just trying to keep my business off the ground. I take a little bit to pay for the streaming platform and all this stuff and buy a couple fancy bandanas. But the majority of the money always goes to the artists for these shows. And do what you can to keep live music going. And thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. And once again, I got some friends and family in the chat room here. Julia's dad is on board. I think mom's there too now. Hi, mom. Give it up, Julia, Mark. Let's hear some more for sure.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Tom. So it's usually, I think it's usually good to be honest. I think we could do with a little more honesty in our world, in our politics, perhaps. But there are, I think, these sort of gray areas where it's like, if I tell the truth, is that going to make things weird? Is it going to be bad? Should I maybe tell a little white lie? And so this is a song about honesty and one of those kind of gray areas. And I know the chords. Great news. Here we go. From afar, and observe, remain far that we are lovers at a bar. We are not, we are just friends. I say it in my head again and again and again. Though I almost always reach out for your hand. I will never tell you this. Honestly, my honesty is selfish. You may have the ears to hear it, but your heart has disappeared inside the love of another, and my odds are way outnumbered. Still, I wonder if you've ever wondered. Is it dangerous to ruminate? It's draining to extrapolate the meaning of a gaze. Pull potential from a phrase. More that is unknown, the more I'm staring anxious at my phone. I wait for you to say what's on your mind today. Oh, I will never tell you this. Honestly, my honesty is selfish. You may have the ears to hear it, but your heart has disappeared inside the love of another, and my odds are way outnumbered. Still, I wonder if
sign at my gate where the stars align, and I'll skate along a winding line, all the time anticipating, all the days deliberating, while my words are waiting in the wings, practicing the parts of the songs they want to sing. I will never tell you this. Honestly, my honesty is selfish. You may have the ears to hear it, but your heart has disappeared inside the love of another, and my odds are way outnumbered. Still, I wonder if you've ever wondered. I wonder if you've ever wondered.
Misty's wondered. Misty's always very honest. Dogs are very honest, I think. It's good. All right. Let me look at my list here. And if anyone has any ideas. Aw, Katie's singing along. Katie of Slow Dress. Okay. Well, so have a sip here of kombucha. I'm working on this album, and I don't yet have a finalized title, but the first song that kind of was the impetus for the album was this song called Keeping You. And
Wow.
and the line "Keeping You" is actually, I had this dream that I was explaining to somebody in dream world that I am a very keeping person, and I woke up and said, I am a very keeping person. My subconscious is correct. I really like nostalgic things. I hold on to things, hold on to people, hold on to connections, for better or for worse. But I also really try to make room for new things and experiences and people in my world, and so that's what this song is about.
I don't love him in the way I did before. I was there and I remember clearly why I closed the door. And I know it sounds like danger to your ears. There are spaces in between a lover and a stranger here. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. It's what I do. So you wonder if I have a space for you, as I hand you the keys that lead into a furnitureless room. Unlock the door and give a tour. I reassure you it's all fine. It's skepticism's dim in every light I shine. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. of you, of what was left behind. And yet, somehow, the space continues to expand. Somewhere in there, love finds a place to land. Please excuse the mess that is my room, that is my heart. I am a very keeping person. I hold on to what I held on at the start. Photographs and magazines and notes written on old receipts. I will not let you recede from my view. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you. It's what I do.
Love that song.
Yay!
All right.
I love that the dog barks on command with everybody else, but it's nice and quiet for the show. Julie, you got a request for guide, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I know I just asked a couple minutes ago, but what do you think? Should we do guide and then that will guide us into the rest of our evening? Does that sound
I
like a good
think.
plan?
Do you want to close with guide right now?
Yeah.
Is that what we're getting at? I think
Either way.
all the family's still there. I'm just doing this. I think they can still hear us, even though they're grayed out on our screen. Just you and me. Just we'll have a little chat here.
Yeah, just hanging
Let's have a
out.
little chat. We'll have a chat. Yeah, I think that is a great plan. It's a little bit. It's been an hour. It's a little bit after 9:00. I can't thank you enough for doing this. I'm just starting to do these, and I might get into like the whole Zoom room at some point too.
Yeah.
I started to do that at the beginning of the pandemic, but it was a little bit labor intensive, and I also had the foresight to plan a move during COVID. Like we had to pack up our apartment, hire movers in the middle like of the real dark part of the pandemic when people were, really scared and the death rate was high. And so I dropped off the radar for a little while. But now that the fall is coming in, I got antsy. And this is the second show I'm doing. I did one with Rachel Marie last week, and tonight it's you. And Friday is Kira Griffin. I'm really excited about that. Saturday morning is a kids show with Amy Kacharik. If you're watching and you want to see more shows, they are all here at this link, and eventually they'll be on a better calendar than that. But thank you so much for doing it. We did one in the very beginning of the pandemic when we really didn't know what the hell we were doing.
No.
And the reason we did one, and I think it might have been like literally like the only one I did, is because you're my favorite.
Oh, thanks, Tom. You're my favorite.
You're the
This is
best.
super
You're
fun.
so good.
Thanks.
You're so good. I just went in the other room and I'm listening, and my wife is listening on her earbuds in the other room. And I said to her, I was like, and she pulled, we pulled the one out and we're still listening. I'm like, she's awesome, right? And she's like, yeah, she's awesome. I'm like, my judgment's not bad, right? Julie is like, there's something different about this artist, and she's unique, and she's like quirky, but not like self-aware, weird quirky, just wonderfully, naturally honest quirky, and the lyrics are so fucking good, and you have the most beautiful voice, but you're not trying to fucking American Idol everybody off the stage. Like, you're my favorite artist in the whole freaking world, man. I'm a big fan.
Well, thanks, Tom. That means a lot. Makes my heart warm.
Yeah, right on. You're the best. So yeah, let's do guide, and we'll call it a night, and I'm gonna bring the family back into this conversation. Everybody's here. What's up, guys? I hope you didn't mind me gushing over Julia for a minute or two.
Hello, everyone.
I think your friend Kelly looks freaking mortified. She's like, "Why am I on the camera?" Sorry. I'll go back. I'll go back to the star of the show. It's like, why did you do that to me?
Kelly always
Bring
is
us-
beautiful. She's very photogenic. Anyway, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, we'll do guide, and this is another one that's going to be on the album. I have an old recording of it, but there's going to be a new recording of it, and I'm really excited about it. So here we go. Thanks again for tuning in.
for something I can hold on to. I had a dream that I thought I'd keep, but off it flew. In the abyss where the things that you miss are right out of view. The sound of the train and the look on your face when I turn to you. When I turn to you. When I turn to you. To myself at age 19, you have got a weird disease. One day you will feel much better, but this self, you won't forget her. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waiting moon in my sky. Be my guide. Be my guide. I have been making a sturdy framework in my head, built from the bindings of books I keep, but have not read. Add to my list with the flick of a wrist, and I lie in bed. The words I don't say in the light of the day turn to dreams instead, and I swallow them, and I swallow them. To myself at age 15, one day you too will smoke weed. Don't you worry about your brother. Be more honest with your mother. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waiting moon in my sky. Be my guide. Be my guide. I have a space where I place these versions of myself, stored at the core of my heart upon a makeshift shelf. Talk to my brain where the past still remains, and I'm overwhelmed. But where would I be with just one form of me standing at the helm? And the course is held, and the course is held. To myself at 5 years old, keep your imagination bold. You'll be awkward, but don't mind it. You have a voice and you will find it. Don't you go away too soon. Be my guide. Don't you be a waiting moon in my sky. Be my guide. Be my guide.
And that's our show. I saw Forrest Pettengill pop up in the chat there.
Yes.
And Forrest has some really beautiful bass on this upcoming album, and a lot of bowed bass, which I really appreciate him doing, because it's hard to bow the bass, but he did it on a lot of things for many, many, many minutes and hours. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Forrest, another one of the wonderful musicians in our community and human beings. That was wonderful, Julia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you all for being here. This was really like I wrote this post about like how Tuesday needs a little more like respect and attention and like maybe some love and care, and this definitely like uplifted my Tuesday.
You're talking about the song you wrote, the ukulele song about Tuesday. Yeah. I had that song stuck in my head, and
my apologies.
No. You do this for shows, and you also like. I think Pratik was dropping comments in here too, and you wrote a song for Pratik, like spelling out his name. Like it's really a cool thing and fun thing that you do. Actually, the one about Tuesday, I started to like because it's only like a minute long, and I wanted more, and I listened to it, and I had it in my head, and I started like almost like co-writing. I'm like, I'm gonna make this a co-write. So now the cat's out of the bag. What if I do it and you're like, yeah, that sucks.
Oh no, it'd be great. Yeah, we'll gotta think of a band name.
Yeah, you got it. I'm on it. We're down in the comments. We're taking requests for band names down there. Julie, thank you so much for doing this. I guess we're gonna sign off. Thank you. I saw some donations coming in. If you donate after the show, make sure you write Julia's name in the notes so I know. Say you're watching the show not on October 13th, say because it's going to live online for a while. Make sure you write Julia's name in the notes so I know where to send the monies. Julia, I'm going to get you off camera, but stay there for a minute or two. I just want to say a proper goodbye. And thank you again so much. Like I said, Keir Griffin is on this Friday, 8 o'clock. Amy Kacharik is doing a children's show. It's like a Snoopy-based children's show Saturday morning at 11 a.m. I have Lisa Bastoni coming up. I have Kat Chapman coming up. I do a show every Monday night called Live Stream of Consciousness where I talk with different rock stars, artists, celebrities, just real great people in the music community. I had Brian O'Donovan a couple weeks ago. Will Daly was just last night. And this Monday night, I have Pamela Means coming up, who's a wonderful singer-songwriter. She has a brand new record out with her band, Pamela Means and the Reparations, three amazingly talented, strong black women who are not here to fuck around. They're getting shit done. And yours truly goes online and plays songs every Thursday nights for fun, like I've been doing for more than 10 years at Toad on Thursday nights in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Thank you so much for being here. And Julia, her album is Gemini, the newest album. She's working on a brand new one now, but the album that is out for purchase is called Gemini. You can find it at juliamarkmusic.com. And it is really a wonderful album. During COVID, I've been going for long walks and listening to a lot of local artists because I miss seeing the local artists live on stage. So I've been going and listening to all my friends and artists that I've been lucky enough to see live so much, but I don't get a chance to listen to recorded music too much. Well, COVID, I've taken the opportunity to really listen to records, and I've listened to Julia's. I've spun it, then I spun it again, then I spun it again. It's so good. It's worth every bit of money, time, investment you want to put into that record. It's really tasty. Forrest Grill on bass. I think I pronounced his last name wrong because I'm not a smart guy. I just talk a lot, keep going, and I don't think too much. And that's it for me. I'm going to finish this thing. I got to hit this button, and I always do this, and then I freeze, and then I got to do this other button that they put up. I don't know why. This world of COVID is crazy. We're all hanging in there. The Burn Backroom series for live music in person will be back. Until then, here we are online. 24 Hour Concerts presents. My name is Tom. Hit the button, jump freeze. Find the other button.